Well, good morning, my garden and YouTube friends. Uh, I just thought I would come over here and visit my worms this morning, and I thought you might like to come along for the visit. Now, I don't know how it is in your house, but if I know I'm having company, I try to straighten up right away. So the first thing I did this morning was wipe the top of this worm bin because I don't want you to see uh, any spots or anything that I have on it. I want you to think that I'm a really excellent worm mother. And so we have a nice clean top here on our can of worms. And let's lift the lid and see what we see. It's very wet in there. I know that because I've been adding lots and lots of fruit for them. And you can see there's a couple who are, this is normal for me. I get worms who are just, hanging around the top and they come out and then they go back down in. I don't really, it's not like they're trying to escape. Nobody has little ladders over the side of it. But I just wanted to show you that have my trusty little claw. I don't know if I've ever told you guys this. This is Sun Joe is the company, and I think Rick paid, I was right around $15 for it. And I mean, the edges on this thing are really sharp. So it's a wonderful garden tool. And it's got a great, good wooden handle. It's put together well. I've seen ones that different sites I go to, $75, $80 for something. And I think, what? I'm not paying that for it because chances are it might get lost in the garden. And to be honest, I don't think I'd ever lose this because it's with me all the time. But you can see we have one little guy who's trying to find his way out. Those are pretty nice looking worms, aren't they? And you can see I've got a few mites, maybe more than a few. But when they get too heavy in the top, and I just take the top out and I wash that out, and it seems to keep the numbers down. They're composting mites as far as I've been told, so that's good. I just added this morning. It's a toilet paper roll, and I filled it with strawberries. There was one that was really a ripe strawberry, so I wanted to do a little experiment for you guys and see what's doing. But I've got lots and lots of. I did tell you that I started taking my paper towels if I'm wiping something, and it's just, I'm wiping up a coffee spill or whatever. Instead of throwing them away, I'm putting them into the compost pile here, as I call this. This is my worm bin, but just throwing it in for them. And I think it'll be broken down quite soon. Let's see what we got underneath. Let's see if any little surprises here this morning. I think I'm in my own light. Let me do it from back here. See if we can see anybody back here that. Oh yeah, lots and lots. Lots and lots and lots. They seem to hang around the ends. Of course, I can't get it up anymore. You can see the holes in the bottom of this. They come from down below, and that's what this system is all about. Pretty healthy looking guys, aren't they? And you can see, I mean, they're not, we think of worms. Now, this one is just, you can see they're starting to make their way because the lights are on and all of a sudden they have that sensitivity. They don't have eyes, but they are light sensitive. And I try to think of, it's like when we're outside and the sun is beating on us and we just know that we're going to have a sunburn. We, smartly go where there isn't that heat and sun. Let's see what else we got to show you. You can see I've got loads of food for them. And that's what this is all about, is this top of this can of worms is just filled with coffee grounds and about the only paper, the browns that I use. I don't use shredded cardboard, but I do use not only the paper towels and cardboard rolls, and they get a coffee filter every day. But I also put in, let's see, I had it over here and I'm trying to see what I did with it. Oh yeah, great. I use my dryer lint because, to be honest, most of our clothes are cotton, so it would be like, putting cotton in there. And by the way, you can use cotton balls if you, of course, make sure they're cotton. Um, and to put those in is a good thing also. So I just throw it in. It's not spread around or anything like that. And then, of course, I've got my paper rolls. I cut mine up. I cut them into, this has been a nice little experiment, but for the most part, I slice everything. And also, if I'm getting things in the mail that are thin cardboard like this, I will put that really down on the base, and it kind of, as it gets wet, it sinks down into those holes and really lays, it kind of almost adheres to it. And the worms are able, from underneath, they're able to like catch on to it, and then I don't know if I'd say they suck their way up into the next level. But there's, the more I'm listening to different channels, the more I'm hearing people say, well, this is the wrong way to do it, or this is the right way to do it. I can't say that I'm an expert. I've been doing it for 12 years, but I'm just starting to learn new things. Making little worm treats is just, I think, a hoot. A lot of times I was taking mine and putting it through my NutriBullet, and then just pouring the nice little apple slime, broccoli, carrot tops. The things that I don't give them, because this is in my kitchen, or just off of my kitchen, I don't give them things like potato peels, because when I found that, or straight broccoli, or cauliflower, things that are going to smell, that this is a closed system, and I'm going to close it back up and just show you what I've got here. Everybody's in? All right. All hands are accounted for? All right. Please, people, make sure your children are safe inside. So you can see this. The only holes that I have are here on the 8 around. And the top of these legs, if you go up inside and you see the bottom of this, there's a top up here, and that has holes in it. And so there's ventilation that way the whole way through the system, because each tray has holes in it, so things can travel up and down. And of course you see my worm leachate that is there. And if you're wondering why I have cups there, 12 years ago when we bought this system from our Vital Earth in Sorrento, Florida, and Bernie Morrow is the lady I bought it from, she and her husband Carl, and she said, oh, if you ever have trouble with ants, she said it's good to keep those cups under it. Well, she meant if I kept it outside, but I don't. But I keep those cups under there because it does keep it cleaner, I think. And also these little cups slide. If I ever have to move this, they just slide right along, and I clean behind it, and then I can slide it right back. It would be great if it was on wheels. Boy, that would be a game changer. So something to think about for you guys who are really, really good at things. So anyway, I'll leave you with that. I just wanted to show you some of the little things that I'm doing. And one other thing, if you are ever gifting anybody worm castings, what a hoot. Save your Starbucks bags and put your worm castings in there, and then just give it to them and say, but by the way, don't drink it, don't eat it. It is what it is. But I gave this to somebody the other day, and they said, oh, you're giving me coffee? I said, well, not exactly. I'm giving you what comes out the tail end of the worm. So I hope you guys all have a great day and happy vermicomposting. And I hope to see you back real soon. Take care. Bye bye.